The overall market is currently dropping right now in the overnight hours of April 6th, 2025. It is Sunday evening. We are going to go into Monday here tomorrow on April 7th. And there is just some stocks I want to keep an eye out for, and that is going to include the Mag 7. Again, Meta, Nvidia, Tesla, Google, Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon stock. All of these I am going to be buying during this market dip, right? I'm not looking to be buying the exact bottom. I'm not trying to time the bottom, but I really think a lot of these stocks are currently at oversold levels. And so this is a dip opportunity. And again, like I said, I'm not looking for the exact bottom, but I am looking to enter into these positions, and I don't mind holding or bag holding for a little longer, right? I'm going to be patiently waiting to test the all-time highs, for example, and I'm going to go over each and every single one of them as well. Meta stock, right, currently at 477. If we compare the current price at 477, and we move it all the way back to the all-time high, and in my opinion, yes, the all-time high is going to be retested. From our current price, that's almost a 55% move towards the top side, right? And that's from our current price here at 477. Of course, we can dip further down, and I'm not looking for any short-term profits. I'm looking to hold for years and years on out, right? Long-term investor here approach. Long-term, I do think 740 is going to be retested. Again, that's 55% move up. Nvidia here at $87. Let's go ahead and measure the price here at 87. If we measure this all the way back up to 153, that's a 74% increase to the top side. And yes, again, the all-time high is going to be tested, in my opinion, for Nvidia stock. We've got Tesla here. Now, this one's going to be quite a big gainer, but we already know if we zoom out here to the weekly chart, Tesla stock here is extremely volatile, okay? If we measure the current price at about 217, let's just do an estimate here, okay? Right around 217. We move all the way back up to 488. That's right around 125% move towards the top side. And same thing here. I do think the all-time high is going to be tested, okay? I mentioned this before when we hit this high of 414. We were right around 170, 180, and I called out the dip opportunity for Tesla stock, and we rallied all the way to 488. Here we are again at another dip opportunity, and I'm not saying we're going to have a fast recovery to the all-time high. I'm also not saying that it's not impossible that we get this dip down to about 180, 170. Those are all realistic possible scenarios, okay? But again, I'm not looking to time the exact bottom. I think this is at a considerable dip opportunity. I wouldn't mind buying and holding, looking for that reversal back to 488. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Google stock. Google stock at 140, okay, close to 137 for that 200 daily moving average. Oh, sorry, we're on the weekly chart at the moment, but let's go ahead and zoom, right, from our current price here about 140 all the way back up to the high of 206. That's a 47% move towards the top side. We've got Apple here at 178. Let's measure the move here at 178. Go all the way back up to 259, and that's a 46% move towards the top side. If we take a look at Microsoft here, again, Microsoft close to 237. Current price is 345. We measure the move all the way back up and to 465. The all-time high, that is going to be right around a 36% move. Okay. We've got Amazon here at 163, right below our support here of 164. And let's go ahead and measure the move here. And this is just an approximate price, right? Right around just slightly above 54% move towards the top side, right? That's the 248. Let's just measure this down to about 242. It's close to about a 50% move towards the top side from our current prices here. Okay, so you got Meta, right? 54. We've got Nvidia here, 74%. Tesla here with one of the biggest, 125%. Google stock, 46%. Apple stock, 46%. Microsoft, right around 36%. And of course, Amazon, a 50% move. Out of all these stocks, I am going to be personally adding into all these positions. And again, I wouldn't mind adding a small position and just looking to buy over time. I am buying this dip opportunity. This is just my personal opinion. I'm not telling you what to do. Please let us know down below in the comments, what are you doing, right? Do you think Now is the time to be having cash, waiting for a bigger dip for all of these stocks. Do you think Nvidia is going to drop down to about 60, right? I think the bottom here for Nvidia really is right around 78. We're almost at max pain. I think this is peak right now. If anything, I think we should get a reversal pretty soon, right? We've got even Tesla. All right, Tesla support at 213, which could be tested. And like I said, we could potentially see a dip down to about 203 or even 182. Meta here, if we break down below 490 on Monday and can't reclaim it, caution on a support drop down to about 414. Like I said, and then for Google here, if 137 can't hold, you might see this dip down to about 124. Apple could see a dip down to about 164 if we can't reclaim about 190 there. Microsoft could also drop down to about 307, especially if we can't hold or above 337. Lastly, Amazon here could possibly drop down to about 128 if we fail the support here at 152. Excuse me. But these are the Mag 7 technical analysis and also dip opportunity price ranges that I am looking at. These are all the price ranges I will be buying as well. They are all oversold right now in my personal opinion, with the exception of Tesla here being a potential high risk mover. So keep this in mind. The volatility here, as you can see for Tesla stock on a weekly chart, is extremely volatile. Everything else, in my opinion, I'm heavily invested into Nvidia right now. I think this is a really good dip opportunity, and I wouldn't mind adding a big position personally into Nvidia. But again, I'm only investing with what I could afford to lose, right? Not money I really need absolutely right now. These stocks are all looking very considerable if you're looking for that dip. And like I said, every dip in history has been looking so good so far. This is literally where millionaires are made, and that's just my personal opinion. Mag 7 here is all a buy here in my opinion. And like I said, Tesla being the highest risk. If you are possibly looking for a lower risk, personally, I would keep an eye out for Microsoft, Apple, right, followed by even Meta, Google, and Amazon stock. I really like Nvidia right now as well. Tesla, I'd also don't mind adding into Tesla. I just want to keep in mind that Tesla could potentially drop farther, right? That's just a possibility. But long term, I think we are going to see a reversal in all of the Mag 7. Like I said, Meta, Nvidia, Tesla, Google, Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon all look pretty good here in my personal opinion. If you haven't yet, feel free to let us know down below in the comments which stocks are you buying during this market dip. Are you buying any of the Mag 7? Do you think we are going to get a full recovery anytime soon? In my opinion, I don't care if it takes a year or two, right? I'm looking to buy and take advantage of this dip opportunity, especially since I know a lot of these stocks are going to be retesting its all-time high. This is just an opportunity to be adding more shares, in my personal opinion, from a dollar cost averaging approach. If you don't have a community yet, I highly recommend joining the Discord, link down below in the description. It's free to join, and we have over 32,000 people. If you are looking for live entries and exits, I highly recommend joining our Patreon. We have a permanent discount going on right now. It's a promotion since we're celebrating our 5-year anniversary. Live entries and exits on stocks and options. You can check that out with the link down below in the description for our Patreon, okay? Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next video for some stocks to be buying, all right? This is the stocks that I'm personally buying. I'm trying to take advantage of this stock market dip. The Mag 7 here just looks way too good to be true here, in my opinion. Let me know what you think down below in the comments.